Yo, it's the 1409 podcast. I go by the name of KT. Know we in this thing for another live, going live with Super. He's a super producer, artist, all of that, you know what I'm saying? We're going to tap in with him right here on 1409 Instagram Live, you know what I'm saying? So stay tuned. We're going to get that popping real quick, real soon. Going live with Super real quick, like official Super on Instagram. Make sure y'all follow official Super on Instagram. For sure. Follow him. But we about to go live in a few. Waiting on Gualame's World to come in. We waiting on Super to come in. Everybody tap in. Everybody comment where you viewing from. Where you viewing from out here. Where you viewing from or where you watching from. You know what I'm saying? Dollar Dummy in here. What's going on? I see y'all up in here. Prop Nice. RGTC Mobile Lab Service. What's happening? Chelsea JCPA, Dawn's Love, Sambaza Podcast. What's happening? Grown Man Logic was good. Okay, we got Baltimore in the building. Baltimore. I know how to say it like y'all too, you know what I'm saying? Gualame's World on the way. For sure. Tuning in from Texas City, Texas. Okay, in the Houston area. What's good, boy? You about blurred in the motherfucker, boy.
It's the Cam. What's good?
What's happening? What's good with you, fool?
Chilling.
I think it's a way to change your background on here.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm blurry. You know you can do with the iOS 15. You can put your shit in portrait mode. I'm in portrait mode.
You in portrait mode?
Yeah, shit in portrait mode.
I don't know how to do all that, man. That's something I'm gonna have to learn right there. Come on, camera. All right, let me get Super up in here. I was trying to get him.
Gando, I see Gandy just joined.
Mm-hmm.
Got Texas in the building.
Texas City, Texas. At that was good, Gandy. See you up in here. All right, let me send this shit down. Super. How you living though, man? What you cooking up over there? I know you cooking up something.
I just cooked some fried fish.
I'm talking about the music. You talking about food. I'm talking about the music.
That's about it, man.
That's about it.
Man. Yeah, that's about it, man.
Well, I swear it's a way to change your background on here. I guess I'm gonna have to learn that on another day, on a practice live or something.
I was right there, bro.
Right where?
Let's see.
Nah, not that.
Not that
I ain't trying to do all that. That ain't what I'm trying to do at all.
Oh shit.
For sure. Hey man, what y'all got going on this evening while we wait on our special guest to come in here? What's everybody on tonight? You know, it's 8:00 where I'm at. It said official Super. Hold on now. Hold on a second now. What's going on here? Trying to get my guest in here. He might be having some difficulties. We're gonna see what's going on. See what's really going on. But you know, y'all got to follow Gualame's World, follow 843 Ambassador on Instagram, follow official Super. That's SVPA. Follow him on IG too. Try to get up in here.
I'm about to get somebody a seizure.
You gonna get somebody a seizure?
Somebody a seizure with this one. See the hat, bro. I see you with the.
We got Mayoshi Monet, fashion stylist in here. What's going on? We about to go live with Super in a minute. I think you know him. I think you're familiar with that man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mayoshi.
Yeah.
See that I was dropping some gems on live the other day about the industry. We got Tony M in here. What's happening?
We're shaking, folks.
You
We're
you just go
shaking, folks.
you just gonna try all the filters, huh? It
I
says
was
some
trying
good
to,
with John
I was trying to do the backgrounds, man. Trying to do the backgrounds, bro.
in there. Say what? Nah, I saw somebody change their background on here one day. That's why I thought you could do it, but I guess we gotta stick to doing that on stream, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no way to do that right
Green
here.
screen. Pause the green screen.
Yeah, we just gonna be a plain old green screen up on this one, up on here.
Thanks.
For sure.
Candle in here.
Uh,
We got that interview coming up with Gandhi and AZ
oh yeah, December
later on.
17th. December 17th,
Yeah.
we got that coming. What else we got this week? Tomorrow we got Mariah Bailey. She owns an app, a whole app. She created the app. It's called Black American Market. There's all type of black-owned businesses on there and podcasts and all type of things. We're gonna be live on YouTube tomorrow with her, so subscribe to our YouTube channel. The link is in our bio. You know what I'm saying? Got that
That's
coming.
it.
Friday we got some twins on here, a twin rap duo coming on Friday. That's about to be fire. Sad. Something else good happened Friday, but you'll see. You'll see when it happens.
Something else happened on Friday.
Yeah, something good gonna happen for you on Friday. I'm
For me?
manifesting. Yeah, you.
Oh, you already working. Yeah, I see.
Yeah, great things. Great things are happening on Friday for sure. And the rest of this week, but definitely Friday for you. Something great gonna happen.
Okay, man.
Be
Okay,
fast, be
man.
fast. Hey man,
Surprise me.
talk about that
You know
last
my.
EP you dropped. Since we on here waiting on our guests.
Oh, Project Shell, man.
Yeah, Project Share.
I think that shit came from it's called Project Shell as far as like being in your shell. And that shit just came from me like being to myself, you know what I'm saying? Like over the years, like when I first started with music and shit, like just you know how long it took me to like actually like share my music and take it serious or whatever. It was just like me recapturing that moment and like coming out of the shell. So that's why I call it Project Shell.
So you feel like you all the way out the shell now?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm out the shell, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Be out here doing features, like collabing with artists, doing shows, you know what I'm saying? Hopping on stages and shit. I'm definitely like out of the shell. Sharing my music to the world, so definitely out of the shell, bro.
You out here meeting the world, huh?
Yeah, man.
Shit, where your globe at? Where your globe at? You gotta meet the world, you know what I'm saying? You go out with these
Oh
words.
man. I got the baby
Uh,
globe. I gotta get the baby globe. You know, I had to pull out Fernie, you know what I'm saying, in Houston. The big globe, the special globe. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
just yeah, we all keep hitting that like button. We gonna see what's going on with Super. I'm going
He need to restart his IG, man. Tell that man to close his IG. Give him 2 minutes.
that's what he
See what
said.
he get. Yeah, you ain't see the message or something?
Hell no, I guess because I'm on the live, I can't see it.
Oh, you don't got the notification to pull down, you know what I'm saying? To
I
pull
guess I can't
down with
see it
the
because I'm live on the actual account. But yeah, we gonna have Super in here, man. Everybody, if you haven't tapped in and said where you from here, go ahead and type in where you from, where you viewing from, all of that. Let me see, we got up in here.
be
Clouds,
producing this shit,
Clouds and
man.
Loud. Got
Clouds
Clouds
and
and Loud.
loud.
Teresa Joyce Alexander Wilson. Well, that's a name now, boy.
That's the name now.
Teresa Joyce Alexander Wilson. What's happening? Houston. Houston is most of our followers are in Houston. That's what it says on Instagram. You take an insights. About 10% of our followers are from Houston, and the rest from somewhere else. But we ain't even from Houston, but we love it. We love it. We rock with y'all. We
We
always coming
love
out there.
we love the
All my
Houston.
name, sir, Mrs. She said, all my name, sir, Mrs. I forgot putting the Mrs. on there. My fault. My fault. It's all love. No disrespect. Super's coming in just a few. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna chop it over him. Y'all about to learn some things y'all may or may not have known. For sure, for sure. What you got there? What you got playing now, man?
Oh, just a little instrumental I cooked up. You know, I be
I
cooking
like
them
that.
things up
I
there.
like that there. I like that. That's
Sound a little smooth. Yeah,
it's some riding music right there.
yeah, you know.
I hop in my truck and drive to work in that shit. On that
Yeah, you
shit.
know, just a little.
Mm-hmm.
Be cooking them things up with the quickness now, man. You know.
Yeah, you can start mass producing them hits then. Mass producing them instrumentals and them beats.
Yeah, I got a mass reduce 5 in about 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Is this potentially one of them, or that's on the hush hush?
This is a potential. This is a potential.
That's a potential. And we both red hat. What if our guest got a red hat? Then we doing something. We doing something tonight. We doing something. Doing something right here.
Yeah. He must have
Got a
got the
little.
memo. He got the memo. He got the memo.
He got the memo.
He got the memo.
I'm
He got
about to.
that 18, boy.
Yeah, this is my last little corner of that. I'm about to go ahead and get that.
Give
Oh
me some
no,
water.
this might be two. It might be two of them, but I'm gonna go ahead and indulge in that while we parlaying and playing. Yeah, we're gonna drop more of those interviews from the press junket.
Big bags.
Shit, we should drop some tonight. We can drop a few of them tonight, actually. So if we interviewed you at the press junket, your interview might drop tonight.
Like we should wait tomorrow. Let Super get his whole, you know what I'm saying, time on the page before we over flood it. Bring some of them things out
I
tomorrow, you know
mean,
what I'm
it
saying?
could be on YouTube at least. It's gonna be on YouTube at least. So if you
Yeah,
got an
YouTube.
interview at the press junket, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Your interview might already be on there.
Definitely
Honestly,
dropping on the YouTube page.
it might already be on there. That's all I'm saying.
That's why we don't do the IG. IGB on one sometimes.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, technology, you just gotta work with it. You
You
gotta
gotta
hate it,
work
you
with
gotta love it.
it. So I
How
love
you
hate
hate it, how you love it.
relationships. Yeah.
But yeah, we don't like going live on IG, but we gotta touch y'all on all platforms. You know
All
what
the
I'm saying?
platforms. You know what I'm saying?
We look official. You think this official? Look how we got our set up on YouTube. That's the official one. This for play right here. We just
I
playing
can't even
around
see
on
them
this one.
comments.
You
Probably
can't
because
see
I
them?
ain't.
Ah. Mm-hmm. 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 Uh-oh.
Trying to restart it. He can't he come in? Yeah.
I see him. I see him in on the live. So let's see if he can come up in here now. Let's see if we got her. Uh-oh. We got action. We got action. Got Super in the building. In the building. You hate your backdrop? I mean, if you get green screen, you can change it to whatever. I just ain't figured out how to do it on IG yet. Ew.
Yes, sir.
What's happening?
What's good with you?
You can hear him? I can't hear him. You can hear him?
I don't think he's saying nothing right now.
He
Oh,
got
he
to be
talking?
saying.
Nah, I can't
Yeah.
hear him.
We can't hear you, fam. We can see you, but we can't hear you. Uh-oh. There we go.
Can
Oh,
y'all
there
hear
we
me?
go.
Yeah, there we
Yeah.
Yeah,
go.
there we go.
Okay. What's happening, man?
Hey,
What's
what's good, my
good?
people? What's good? How you living?
Man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm blessed, man. That's first and foremost. I'm blessed, highly favored. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad to be interviewing with y'all.
Hey, yeah, amen, amen, amen. Yeah. He got the loud music merch on. Shout out to Loud Music. Shout out to Derek McKinney. Shout out to Houston. Shout out to Texas.
Yeah,
Speaking of
man, the
Texas,
whole
you from
state of
Killeen,
Texas.
Texas, right?
Man, shout out to yes
Oh
sir,
man,
yes
I
sir.
think
Shout out to Derek. I'm from Killeen. That's where I got my career started, and then I went to school at PV, so that's really what jumped it off when I went to PV Prairie View.
great.
Prairie
Yeah, I
View.
heard great things about that institution right there. That higher educational institution. I heard some great things, man. Prime time click, all that. I done did a little research, you know what I'm saying? Watched a couple interviews, learned a couple things, man. But before we get into that, what made you get
Yeah.
into music? When did you find your love for music?
I was very young. I found my love around like 10, 11 years old, man. I started real young. I knew what I wanted to be at an early age. I wasn't playing no games. I studied it, all the way from, how to write music to, somewhat the business of it. And, I just followed, what I saw. I followed a lot of the entrepreneurial aspects of the game real early, but I still didn't have a grasp on how to actually manifest those ideas. And, so once I got started, it happened so fast that, I didn't get a chance to be the entrepreneur that I wish I could have been. But I started very young, all the way till middle school and through high school. So I was doing it when it wasn't popular to do it. I was doing it when it was just because I love it. Even if I wasn't getting paid, I would still be doing music.
Yeah, yeah. So what exactly were you doing with the music at 10, 11 years old, or middle school, high school? Were you in the band or what you had going on?
Nah, the thing about it is I hated reading music. So I started writing. I was freestyling, and I would write my freestyles down. I had my brother help me out a little bit. He was already rapping too. Um, and then it transitioned to like the how to, like how do I do this, how do I do that, and no one would help me. And so I started to really help myself, and I started learning. Okay, well, I would listen to a lot of rappers and how they listen to cadences, listen to flows, listen to then the beat selections and all that. So then I needed beats and you know how to is another thing. So I went to a producer. He overcharged me something I couldn't pay for, and so I went and learned how to make beats around like 13, and then I needed to learn how to record myself. So, this is when the early days of Acid Pro and all those programs that were coming out digitally was helping artists like myself. So I had to learn how to record myself, and every aspect of my career, I had to learn something along the way to help me get to the next level. So that's pretty much what I was doing. I was just in the early stages of becoming not what I didn't even know it at the time, but becoming a producer, a sound engineer, and all those other things that I taught myself off default.
Do you feel like it's important to keep evolving with music as music evolves?
Yes, definitely. Due to the fact that especially the game today, you have to run it like a business, so to speak. You have to run it like this is your very own grocery store. So you need to know more than just how to make music. You need to know how to engineer yourself and to make beats if that's that if you can fit it in the schedule. You got to know how to manage yourself. You got to know how to market yourself. You got to know so many different aspects of the industry now. So yeah, you got to go with the flow. You can't be stuck in the 80s. You can't be stuck in the 90s, early 2000s, because the game is totally different from what it used to be. And if you don't go with it, you'll be stuck right there. It's a lot of old heads, a lot of guys who just really can't get over that hump because of how things used to be, and they just can't really rock with the way we're doing it now. So it's very important, even on that musical aspect. You gotta know that the sound of music is evolving. So I know a lot of guys my age may say, you know, the little singing, rapping stuff is annoying, but you know, not to the fans, not to, you know, the people who in taking that music, because we were there too. They used to say the Dallas Boogie movement and the Dallas Boogie music was all, you know, bullshit, and you know, we felt the way about that. So it's the same thing. We can't keep following those same patterns. We have to evolve with the way the game is going.
Sure.
Shit, where we was from, we was rocking with the Dallas music. We didn't even know it was. I didn't know it was Dallas music at the time. It just was like I know people used to dug into that shit. Like
Yeah.
like 2009. That was like my senior year in high school, 2009, 2010. Everybody was dug in there,
Wow.
man. We didn't know where the shit came from. We just thought niggas just started dugging.
Yeah, it
And
was
that
good
was
music.
yeah, and that was like my freshman year of college. So I had just got out of high school myself, and I ain't gonna lie. The first time I saw it was when I went to PV. Like the first party that they had in PV. Like that was the first time I had saw the Dallas niggas doing that shit, and I was like, "What the fuck are they doing?" And and then it just the whole year, man. If you either gravitated towards it or you stayed away from it. And usually a lot of the Houston niggas was staying away from it. They weren't really fucking with it the way we was. And I'm from Killeen, so I'm kind of like, damn, I like that shit. You know, it go with the music that they make, and so that's why Dallas was winning too. You know, they had a dance with the a style of music that they was making. So, you know, me being a chameleon as a producer, I gravitated to all that shit. The dancing, I learned how to do the shit. I, I learned how to make the music. You know, so that's kind of where
I
Halle
bet you
Berry
won't.
came from.
I bet you won't hear that shit right now. I bet you won't hear that right
Nah, I bet you I won't.
now.
Bro, I got kids now, and they be asking me, they be like, "Daddy, do the dance, do the," and I'll do it in the crib. I'll do it even sometimes at the club, like, you know, but not right now. I'm not ashamed, but hey,
Hey, that was fun times for sure, man,
man,
for sure.
yo,
So, you mentioned you're from Killeen. What was the culture like over there? Was it similar to Dallas? I know it's about 2 hours from Dallas. It's a little further from Houston. So, was it its own thing, or was it kind of similar to some of the bigger cities?
nah, it was small town, man. Killeen is a small town. It's tougher. It was real tough because, you know, before Halle Berry, what I recall, because we actually built Halle Berry off of like party throwing, and so before all of that, we were behind. You know, we was that small town that was behind. It really wasn't much that you could say. We had our own music, our own, you know, way, but we were behind musically. You know, the shit that was, you know, blowing up. We didn't know anything about it. Of course, we didn't have social media, nothing like that. Um, but I mean, that's what made me kind of get out of that box when I went to college. You know, if anybody out there watching this, go to college. I'm telling you, it's I know it's expensive, but you know it does something to your entire life from that point on. You know, you just meet new people, you see new things, you experience new things, and you know that's what helped me. It expanded my music. I always say if I never went to college, it'll be I don't know where I'll be. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. Prairie View definitely helped me out and elevated my game just off the people I was meeting and the shit I was exposed to.
Big facts for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
So, okay, Guala in the building.
when
Yo, I see that. I see my boy Block in the building. What up, Block?
Shout out to
He
Block,
was
just call
rocking
me
with us
Block.
back in the day. Yeah. Yeah, he was rocking with us back in the day with the whole PTC and Genius and the Ronem. So shout out to all them, man.
Let's see, we're gonna get into all that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I thought you had something. My
I
bad.
was I forgot. I was about to ask something. I just forgot. I
Okay,
forgot
so
what it
you
was.
mentioned the song Holly Berry. How involved were you in the creation of the song Holly Berry?
Well, I created the whole thing from scratch, man. You know, the beat, the hook, the verse, everything about it. I just did it all really in a week's time span. I had the lyrics already, I had the hook already, but I didn't have a beat. And I tell this story all the time, bro. I got fired from work. I was working at Dollar General at Prairie View, um, and Waller, and when I was usually when something traumatic happens to me, I go home and like I put it into music. I never really like express feelings to nobody. I'm a Capricorn, so it's hard for me to express my feelings. I kind of put it in my craft and my music. And I got fired, man. I went home and I was just playing with the keys, and I played that tune, that famous tune. Dun, 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 dun. And it's just like catchy to me. And that's what I had for a minute when I was making the beat. And I was just looping it, just back and forth, back and forth. Then I put the drums with it, and then I put that. So at first, all I had was the beat, the hook, and the first verse. And I was like, well, who do I need to put on here? And I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna just, go ahead and do it myself. It was just, being me, being in a creative spirit. I had the idea from something at a party that I saw with my brother, and I kind of, created the song within that whole week. That all that shit happened in 1 week. And this one, MySpace was out. I loaded it up on MySpace. And prior to that, I ain't have no songs that was hitting on MySpace. None. My shit was weak. And I put this song up, and I guarantee that shit hit overnight. Like literally overnight. I woke up the next morning and I had like 5,000 plays. This was a lot back then. Believe that. And I just, once I saw that it got some attention, I took off with it. Like I said, we started throwing parties back in Killeen. I was the DJ, so I was playing it like 7 times a night and not
Dang.
even notice. Yeah, and that's how you break a record. And I didn't even know that's what I was doing. I was just playing the shit because it was my song. I'm like, well, I'm finna play this bitch 7 times. Because then the first 2 times I played it, everybody went crazy. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep playing it. Because this one, the Dallas Boogie, was just getting, it was circulating. We brought it to Colleen because we was doing it at the parties. We was on the dance floor doing it. So they kind of knew, they was familiar with it. And then we added Halle Berry to it, a song to it, and that's, when the shit took off. And so it blew up in Killeen first. I think the very first DJ to ever play it was a DJ named DJ Gotham. And he, I actually gave it to him at a skating rink. And I didn't even know the nigga played, was a DJ on the radio out there. And so I leave, I go back to Prairie View. 2 weeks later, niggas hit me up, yo, your song on the radio, nigga. I said, what? What song? First of all, and then they said it, and they was like, oh, then the shit is, on the Hot 99. It's the hottest song, woo-de-woo. And so, from there on, man, we just took off with the shit. We took off completely with it. Um, it's a long story, I'm sure y'all done heard bits and parts, but it's, from the beginning of it, we knew that we had something. We knew it. We kind of, once we started seeing the attention we was getting, we knew we had something. But we didn't know that it was going to be something that was 10 times bigger than us. So,
Hmm.
yeah.
Sure. So how do you know like in the creative moment that it's something? Like as a creative, we think like we got those songs like we have that we like. Sometimes we don't like them, but we still put
hmm
them out. How do you know like this one's gonna be one?
well, as artists and producers, what I'm just starting to learn now that I didn't know is you feel it. It's a feeling, and it's sort of like when I make records today, I know what's going to be my next single based off how it feels, and your single is usually the record out of the many records that has the less flaws, meaning like you can go down the list of what a hit record is, and it attacks each category on that list, like does it bang? Is it catchy? Is it this? Is it that? It met every criteria. So it was kind of like you felt it as well, and you was like, damn, you know. But I still didn't know. Like I said, I had to load it up on MySpace. I still didn't know, but I felt it. I really did. I felt it. It was just a good. It was a good song, and usually hit records, when you listen to them, for the first time, the record has to flow like this all the way through completely. There is no pauses, no stops. It just keeps going like that. It's like a wave. So, that's kind of what I felt. And, everything came together, even the way I found the verses and put the beat together. So it was just magical, bro. It was a magical moment. But like I said, I didn't know until the fans gave me that feedback and they kind of like matched what I was feeling. It was like, oh, okay. So I was right.
So originally you did the hook and the first verse.
And so when I did that, I put it out. Of course, it was blowing up. And, so we brought it to PV and we brought it to DJ Mr. Rogers and DJ Merck. And we was throwing parties. We was already big for throwing parties. So we decided to book Dero and the rest of the PTC in Killeen to perform. We also brought a couple of the Dallas niggas to come and do the dance because we wanted to show Killeen how to do the dance properly. We was doing it, but we wasn't hitting that hoe. And so we booked them as well. We booked some regular Dallas niggas to come dance. They'll tell you this too if they watching it. And Dero, he came to perform, and what my manager at the time was saying, he was like, "Look, man, he wanted Dero on the song," and I was like, "Yeah, I want him on it too." He's like, "Let's show him, the reaction we gonna get, or let's show him the reaction to the song at the show." And so, that's what we did. We brought him to Killeen, and when it was my turn to perform, the crowd went crazy. And it's the video is that my first performance is actually it's still up on YouTube right now. You can go watch it. But it gives you goosebumps because if you look in the video and you look in the back, you see Dero's reaction, the DJ Merck reaction. Like they see the crowd, the whole club yelling Halle Berry. They was like, oh shit. They was almost kind of like, I don't even think this nigga know what he got, So when we got back to PV, it wasn't. We didn't even have to call Dero. His verse was already done. Like he had did it. Like that was literally like 2 days after the show. So we then put it out together, and they promoted it up in Dallas. We was promoting it all around Texas and everything, and the rest is history, bro. I think when it became Hurricane Chris record is when I signed the deal with some producers out of Dallas. They pretty much when this is after the song is big and it's popping, it's already on the Billboard and all kind of shit. And what they decided was it wasn't gonna make enough money with it just being me and Dero song. So when they signed me, they basically had ownership of the song. And so they ended up, Hurricane Chris was looking for a record. They ended up selling the record to him. Of course, I disagreed with it, but I was already signed, so I couldn't do anything about it. And the rest is history.
So when I first heard the song, it was saying Miss Berry, Miss Berry.
Oh,
You know about that version?
yeah. So that's when
Oh, you might have got a phone call. You know what I'm saying? But this is good information right here. Black history lesson right here. Y'all getting today. You know what I'm saying?
Especially all them artists and upcoming artists. Intellectual properties and business, man, is a big part of it. You gotta know that part of the game too.
Yeah, it's teaching you. It's opening your eyes about the business side of things. It's not just like the artistry you gotta worry about. You gotta worry about the business side of things as well. He's having a little technical difficulties, but we gonna be right back like he never left. But anybody in here tapped in right now, go ahead and comment where you from. You know what I'm saying? Comment your city, state, whatever. We from South Carolina originally, but we be everywhere.
Man, I can't see the comments, man.
You can't see the comments?
No, man.
I don't see no comments right now. It's just people in here joining. But you ain't see no comments the whole time?
Last comment I see is Gandy comment.
That's the last comment you see?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes Instagram don't
IGB
want you
on
to.
it. They don't want you
Instagram
to
don't want you
be
to be great.
great. They don't
Yeah,
want you to be great.
they don't want you to be great at all, man. But yeah, we gonna keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? We had Super here for a minute. He gonna be right back. Hopefully, everything good. Hopefully his phone didn't die or something like that. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think his phone died, bro. Oh, oh,
Oh, we
he
back in
back.
this thing. We can't hear you again. Hold on. What's going on? What's going on? I guess it'll take a minute for your audio to kick in. Let me see. Say something again. Nah, I still can't hear you. You got the headphone in? Work with me. Shout out to Southern Fried Marketing in here. Frank Your Life. DJ Smurf, I work. Shout out to all y'all up in here.
Yeah, shout out to all y'all.
We trying to. You can't
I
see it.
see. I can't see it. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with that, man.
Maybe it's because I got that clicked.
I'm trying to set him back in here. She said she lived in Dallas. Y'all were babes. You see the head? You
Yeah,
see the head? Oh, there you go. There you go.
yeah, man. Instagram something else, bro.
I know. That's why we use another platform, but damn, we gotta
Yeah.
come up on here every now and then.
Every now and then, tap in the IG fan.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
we good though. We rocking.
I can hear you. Yeah. So we're talking about how it had the different versions. Like it was saying Miss Mary on the hook. What was going on at that time?
Woo. Okay, yeah. So the Miss Berry situation. So yeah, man. We this is after the record was still buzzing. Hurricane's version was getting ready to get put out, and they thought that Halle Berry was going to sue us, and they got scared, so they requested to change the lyrics a little bit, and I was pissed at this time, bro. I was like, look, if y'all change the lyrics, you're gonna change the whole essence of this whole record, you know. But it's something that they had to go ahead and do, and you know, we did it, and I think a week after that, it actually we actually went in. Halle Berry went and performed or went on Ellen DeGeneres. I think that's what it was. Yeah, and she had an interview. Um, and of course, if anybody saw it, she danced to it and shit. And I think that kind of cleared the air that she wasn't gonna sue us, because that record helped her sell a lot of shit. Especially at that time, I think she had a movie and a perfume out, and so we went ahead and just went with the record that was already out, but they had already sent the Miss Berry version out to all the DJs and shit. So you had that version out. So it was like at that time that was like four versions. And then another version came out with the Dallas DJs. They decided to do a version with all the Dallas artists, and
Mm-hmm.
then that version came out. So at that time, it was five versions out. It was the one with me. It was the one with Dero. It was the remix version that was Hurricane Chris and Tum Tum first, and then it was the Miss Berry, and then it was all the Dallas artists. So it was five versions of the same song playing on radio stations, clubs. You didn't know what you was gonna get.
But all that shit came from you originally.
All of it came from me. Everybody, I was kind of like, I was like that. I was like that king that everybody was just, they gravitate to him, but they was always taking something from him and leaving with it. And I'm, just standing there like, wow, I couldn't believe what everybody was doing. I couldn't believe it. Even the snake shit. It was just kind of like, why? You know, I asked myself why, and I couldn't think of any answer. But yeah,
So
man.
What did you
It's
say that
crazy.
whole process taught you, man?
Mm, it taught me a lot about decision making. You know, my decision making was played a big role in my career, and then decision, and that's what I learned a lot about life too. You know, your decisions you make, bro. Like you gotta make the right moves, or one move could change the course of your entire life, your entire being. You know, I'm uh I'm back to being a struggling artist. Something I was doing from what I told y'all, 9, 10 years old up until the time I got popping. So that was 10 years.
Yeah.
So I've been, since then I went right back to being a struggling artist. 10 years. So, it's kind of like a epiphany that I had a couple, years ago, and I was just saying like, wow, decision making. It came all down to a yes and a no, and that changed the course of my life.
So would you do anything different than what you had already done?
Oh fuck yeah!
That's
Well,
all
one,
good.
I wouldn't have been so nice and so generous of giving stuff away, giving ownership away. I kind of would have did it. Well, I would have did it 100% different. I wouldn't have did it the same at all. I wouldn't have did the same at all. I probably wouldn't have put the role in the song. I probably wouldn't have. I just would have been selfish. That's how you gotta be. When you get a hit record, you gotta be selfish. You gotta, take it and have faith in yourself. And I think that what it was, man. I didn't have. I thought I did, but I didn't have enough faith in myself to believe that it would go where I needed it to go. So there it is.
So how do you feel when you hear that song in the club and like the
It's
reaction these
fun.
days?
Well, after because we went to court over that song, and we had to pay a lot of legal fees and do a lot of legal shit. Also I was locked in a contract situation at that time too. So after we went to court and I won, um, it's a bittersweet moment because the world still doesn't know that's my record. It's Hurricane Chris record in the eyes of everybody outside of Texas. So it's because the Texas still play my version and the Roe version. But when I leave Texas, I go to Atlanta, I go to Florida. That's Hurricane Chris record. So it's bittersweet. Sometimes when I see it, but I also have to remember, it was the decision I made, and it's something I have to live with for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's kind of like the Boosie situation with "I Smoke, I Drink" because that was his song originally, if I'm not mistaken, and then they
Yeah.
put all these other people on it.
Damn. See, I didn't even know about that, and that was my joint.
And he
So
said it in the song. He said they hollering out "Smoke, I Drink," but I made that bitch. Like he said that shit in the song. Like that shit
wow.
happened.
Yeah. That's crazy, and that's what it is. And the thing about it, what makes it even worse is that you have people who go through some of the same stuff, and they're kind of like you don't. Everybody has that same sad story. Everybody has that issue that they had to deal with in the music industry, and so you can't really use that as a way to kind of get your career back going or get anything back working because you might be talking to a nigga telling him his story. One, the nigga probably has something to do with the shit, and two, or two, somebody went through something similar. So you gotta play your card. It's kind of like you gotta take all that pain and frustration and just suck it up and say fuck it. Move on and do your thing.
Do you feel like you've been been blackballed, ever since the legal process and everything?
Um, I wouldn't say blackball because I still have all my connects, but I will say when you do get an opportunity like that, and it seems like the people they kind of like it's more of a that's what you get versus man, I'm sorry that happened to you. Let me help you now. You know, it's
Yeah.
almost like you on your own now. So it's kind of like they'll see me, I come through the building, they show me love, and then they know I got new music out, but they'll play Halle Berry and that's it. So it's not like it's like a I don't know. I even to this day I still can't put my finger on it. Why they halfway fuck with me. And I'm like, sometimes I used to think, are you mad about what happened? Like, and they don't even be knowing the story. And so so it's like, I don't really kind of know what the issue is. But the support is definitely is most of it's gone. And I think it's because, when you give, like I said, when you give somebody an opportunity and shit like that happens, they look at it as like you blew it versus, looking at the situation and like, oh, damn, oh, that happened. Oh, damn, oh, that happened. Nah, they don't care about all that. They just look at it like you blew the opportunity. I'm not really trying to fuck with you like that.
Mm.
A lot of people felt like Halle Berry was a big Dallas record. So a lot of Dallas people felt like that was their ticket to Hollywood, to put the city in a Hollywood position because that's how far the song went. It went to Hollywood. It went, it was big. It was a really big monster record. So
Yeah,
yeah,
you
it was.
using the video and everything.
Yeah, I'm in the video. I'm still on the record. I performed at the BET Awards in 2009. So that was fun. I did an overseas tour. I went to South Korea and performed, and so I did some things, but a lot of it was because of me. Once the situation went sour in around like 2009 and 2010, I lost my manager at that time. Me and him, split and went our separate ways. He ended up managing Kurt Cobain's after that, and you know, I just had to do everything on my own. So I was my own manager. I was booking my own shows. I was, taking myself to the shows and all kind of shit. So like I said, like I wouldn't call it rock bottom, but to industry speaking, it's rock bottom. It's kind of like, all right, you at the bottom now. You like, and the hard thing about it is, most people at the bottom are there because that's their start. But then when you get a nigga who was at the top and he's coming back down to the bottom, now it's like, what the fuck you doing here? You know what I'm saying? So that's how it is even today. It's like, what the fuck you doing here? What the fuck you doing there? Why you ain't here? Why you ain't there? And so, it's shit that I deal with. This is life. This is life.
So you also connected with some Dallas artists as well, like Fat Pimp, you know what I'm
Fat
saying,
Pimp,
Lil
Trev
Ronnie.
Lee, Lil Ronnie. I'm connected with a lot of these niggas. I think it's just that they have a lot of them haven't collabed with me because one, I don't be out like that. I blame a little bit on myself. I don't be out like that. But two is I'm like I said, man, a lot of us Dallas artists are looked at as has-beens. We ain't looked at as somebody who put the city on or, has something going. Like we looked at as has-beens, and no one really wants to record or do a song with a has-been. So yeah, this is just keeping it 100 funky with you. This is the shit I noticed, and other people notice it too, but they don't ever say anything. Hey, I'ma say
Hey, that's what we about on here. We both boisterous and blunt. We
Oh,
like when people are
boisterous and
blunt on here,
blunt.
like for sure, for
it.
Facts.
sure.
Yeah. So the vibe is always cool. It's no disrespect, but I just know what's up, and I think I get a lot of respect because I'm one of the very few artists that do know, quote unquote, what's up. When I walk in the room, yeah, just because I had a hit record, I don't be demanding the respect. I don't be trying to command the room. I just be in the back chilling, But people feel like I'm supposed to be that way because I did have a monster hit. And it's just kind of like, nah, if I just play my role, I know I ain't hot no more. I ain't got to be the man in the front no more.
Yeah, cause like at the press junket, like you always getting interviewed by Guala. And then he's like, you asked me if you was in my seat. I like, nah, you good, you good. Like I didn't know. I didn't know what was going on. I just had went came from the bathroom or something. Y'all said that shit. I was like, y'all go ahead and handle that. It's to us for a reason. He can handle
Yeah.
that one. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
So
and it's like, because a lot of people say, you humble. Yeah, I'm humble. I'm humble off default, but it's more so that I just don't like being in the way, especially when I'm not the main attraction. Now, if I was like a little flip or, like a legend in that shape, form, or fashion, then, I'd probably be a little bit more vibrant and, but ain't, like they say, Harriet Tubman didn't smile at her pictures because shit wasn't funny. Ain't shit funny, man. Ain't shit funny. I laugh, I have a good time, but, you know, I don't be trying to be the nigga in the front.
so man.
Uh, and then
Yeah.
I eventually like did some research on you, and then we got down. This interview came out before the original interview, but it's all up. So this we getting the
Man,
full real deal interview right here. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah. I'm glad, that happened because, prior to that, I was doing some podcast shit, but it wasn't like a lot. I wasn't getting booked a lot. And it's only, like I said, it's because I don't be out. I don't really be, I move around, but I move around state to state. I don't really be doing the whole club to club shit. I pop up in the club, niggas act like they seen a ghost. So, I just be chilling, man. I don't really be. I tour still, I still go here and there. I shoot my videos. I move around. I do what's necessary for me. I don't be trying to be all. I ain't trying to be the hottest rapper in the game no more. That shit played out now. You just make your money, you move around, you do music, and make enough to where you can invest it into something else. So you can just be remembered as a legend and be doing something else. Like look, Uncle Luke coaching football, so shit.
Facts.
Liberty
you know,
City.
yeah, yeah. Shout out, man. Them boys good too.
Yeah, yeah.
What would you say is the biggest difference from from doing it then and doing it now?
Social media.
Social media.
Me and Fat was talking about this the other day. It was like, boy, social media, lucky they ain't fuck with us. Let me tell you, man. I know I would have, I know I would probably have millions of followers. I would have had, I would have had a better opportunity at a second chance. I would have had a lot more money, a lot more, endorsements, and just a lot more because what social media does, it gives you an opportunity to show the things that we thought we wasn't able to show, like the shit we was doing on the road, and man, a lot of that shit was some real live fun shit, and we would have been able to kind of show that side of us, but we weren't able to show a side of us only in the interviews and maybe YouTube. We had YouTube, but wasn't nobody on YouTube like that. Like we was put out videos and shit up on there, but niggas wasn't like doing weird shit, crazy shit like they do on TikTok and Instagram. Shit that you
So
might seem as cool. So yeah, man, it was different. I really wish social media was out back then. Like that shit was magical. That shit is magical. I mean,
so
So, what's your relationship like with Fat Pimp these days? I know y'all pretty close. We actually met him in the Press Junket as well. He's good people, man.
yeah, it's my brother, man. Like Fat is it's been believe it or not, he's the only rapper that stayed around all these years. He's the only rapper that answers all my calls. Even when he was hot, at each record, he was hot. He always answered my call. I never really had an issue where gave me the cold shoulder. He's been the most open, even at the height of his career. Um, of course, can't say the same about everybody, but everybody's not the same. So
I feel that. I feel that now.
yeah,
And you got that song "Walk Out the Bank." Like y'all got the dance and everything with it. What? How did that come about?
creative spirit. I was working on the album. The album that it's on is called Eraserhead, and I was just working on the album, man. It was I actually made that record after George Floyd got killed. Like literally the day, 2 days after George Floyd got killed, it was still fresh, and that's why the line in the song says, you know, fuck the police, take over the streets, like snow or some sleep, make them wake up like you snore in your sleep. Me and my niggas ain't going for cheap. You know, so that line was directed towards that whole shit that was going on. And who knew that it'll blow up the way it did? Because I thought it was just, honestly, it's going to be, well, another black man killed by the cops. But that killing definitely changed the course of what we mean when we were talking about the police brutality in America on black men. That one. That's why you know, God. When I say God works in some mysterious ways, He really did, because He had to take a life to really kind of bring that awareness, make it serious, and you know, rest in peace, George Floyd. But God, you know, I wish He was here to see, you know, the impact that He really had, and or His death had, which is weird to say. Um, but yeah, I Walk Out the Bank was, you know, around that time, and you know, I just wanted to have fun again, man. You know, I think all the records I was putting out before Walk Out the Bank was just depressing, and it was like I was trying too hard. I was trying to come up with a record because, you know, people convinced me that it was my music was the reason I wasn't popping, and it was my business was the reason I wasn't popping. I had the music, always had the music, but my business was fucked up. So, you know, Walk Out the Bank was really just me getting back to uh, who I really was and loving having fun with the music again. Not worried about trying to get a hit, just making one. So, yeah,
Big,
For sure.
big facts,
and
big facts.
man, that's what I want to tell a lot of artists. You know, just make the records, man. Don't be trying to make a hit. Don't be trying to sound like other niggas. Just make the records be unique, and you know you'll come out on top, bro. Real shit, for
For
real.
sure.
And you mentioned the album's called Eraserhead. Was that because you had the high top? What you calling Eraserhead?
Yeah.
I
No,
see.
look, niggas know I changed my hairstyle and all. It's kind of look. I have my shit braided. It's you know it's in a ponytail right now. Got the man bun shit going on. But yeah, I had the high top for a while, man. I was on my Kid and Play shit for a little minute. No. I take that back. I was on my Big Daddy Kane shit. I was more Big Daddy Kane with it, but yeah, it was just an era. I did. I love that project. I put a lot into it. But yeah, that was like my pandemic project. So 2020, all that shit happened.
So
Big
what
facts,
you
big facts.
see you drop that new video Dip, man.
Yeah, new single Dip. Make sure y'all go stream that.
Yeah.
Everybody watch it right now. Nah, Dip is just another one, bro. Ain't no storyline for that one. It's just me being in the creative spirit. It was a sample that I always wanted to sample. I just didn't have the right tools for it, so I chopped the sample up and sent it to my boy Nuck. He used to produce for August Alsina. He did August Alsina's hit records. I love this, and you know all of his first coming outs. So you know, I just linked with him. Me and him been cool for years, and he did the beat, and we just put that bitch together, man. Like that was another one. Like you know, it just came. Like you feel it, you feel it. You know when it's the one. You know when it's you know. And then of course that one's a female record, so you know getting the recognition uh, from females, and you know the okay, oh yeah, you need to put this out, you know all that. So yeah, we're just having fun. Another course of me having fun, not being too serious with this shit,
Make sure y'all watch the video too on
man.
YouTube.
Look, I be having my son be like, "Daddy, pull that video up, pull up Dip." I be like, "Boy, get your ass out of here." He only 8 years old, bro. Like, come
Hey.
on, man. He be trying to watch that shit. I be like, nah. And so, you know, he got a phone now, so you know, I had to put the parental, you know, shit on there because he'll go search the shit. He went and searched it, and I was like, yo, come on.
uh,
So, but yeah, man, make sure y'all watch the video. It is a little X-rated. It is a little X-rated, but it's fun though. It's nothing like Tip Drill. It's still it's good. Y'all go watch it. Dip video on YouTube, man.
Yeah, watch that by Super. Watch Dip. If we was on our other thing, we'd have put it on the screen. But this Instagram, we can't do that on
Yeah, I know.
Instagram.
I know, man.
I like that there, man, for sure. So what was your involvement in the creativity of the video, like the treatment and things of that nature? Okay. Okay, we got a little technical difficulties, but it ain't nothing. It's a small thing to a giant. For sure, for sure. They don't want us to keep that good interview going, you know what I'm saying? They want the internet to start messing up. So that's what happened when shit get good, the internet start messing up.
You just got to do this to them.
They don't want us to be great out here today, you know what I'm saying? But he'll be back in here shortly. But you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow official Super on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? Go and run his Instagram up,
Facts.
play that
Run the
video.
Instagram up. That Dip, bro. Run a video up. Crazy video. Shows where he
Yeah,
run that up.
play that walk out the bank too. Go ahead and get up on that. All
Walk
of
out
that.
the bank. Walk
Walk out
out
the
the
bank.
bank.
For sure, man. Big facts. 1409 podcast. We do this thing 3 times a week, sometimes 4, sometimes
Sometimes
5.
5.
but you gonna get a few
Well,
of them out of a week.
last week was one of them weeks. Man, what was that last week? We had one like every day last week.
I don't know. I can't remember. I know we had more than 3, probably more than the
Yeah.
usual. She said we be shooting at IG for real. I mean, you see what IG doing to us,
Yeah, we don't
Miss
really.
Wilson, Mrs. Wilson.
I can't even.
Yeah.
I still can't. I can't even see the comments. That's what. Like tragic.
Yeah.
Kind of made me want to leave and come back.
She said she got a YouTube. You got a YouTube channel? Drop your YouTube channel in the comments. We're gonna see what you got
Hold on,
going
I'm gonna
on
come
over
back,
there.
bro. I want to see these comments.
All right, leave. Come back in, man. It's all good. For sure. I'm gonna hold it down. 1409 podcast. We got Super in here. We trying to get them back in here. Technical difficulties happen, especially on this platform. But we keep it pushing. We keep it going. We keep it flowing. But Guadalupe's World will be back in here. Super will be back in here. And, we're going to get right back to it. For sure. Guadalupe's World back.
We back.
Oh, yeah, we back in this thing.
Hey, that was my fault that time, man. My phone died.
Goddamn.
But nah, we
Hey.
back, man.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about the treatment for the video. How involved were you in the treatment for the video,
I actually wasn't involved at all. I got a shout out to my homegirl Amber. Her IG handles Your Media Bay. She, yeah,
Oh.
yeah, yeah. Shout out to
Oh,
Amber, man. She actually wrote the treatment for that from top to bottom. I ain't had nothing to do with that treatment. Because I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't want to make it like a typical twerk video record, and so. I kind of just, went with the flow of what she had. She had a structured treatment. That was the first time I had seen one since Halle Berry. And yeah, I was amazed at how it came out. Shout out to my boy Dominic. He executed, and he even when he saw the treatment, he was like mind blown. He couldn't believe how structured and well thought out it was. So yeah.
Shout out to Your Media Bay, Amber. We met her too in Houston. Like she connected. Shout out to Alexis Finley too. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
shout out to Alexis.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my girl. She's an amazing artist, man. Y'all gotta get her on here next.
Yeah, I think we do have her coming on here. We did the little short one, but we got a full one coming. I really don't be remembering all the people that coming on here because there's so many. But
So many.
I think she coming. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
Alexis
sure.
Finley.
Yeah.
I think that name sounds familiar. I'm
Yeah, I
hoping it
think.
ain't just me remembering from the press junket, but
yeah, she was there. Yeah. We
yeah,
was all
yeah.
there
Nah,
working and
nah, I
shit.
think she got a full one coming. I think we're gonna get one with Amber too. We're gonna get one with Amber too.
Yeah.
For sure. I think that'll be fire. Yeah. What can we expect from you for the 2022, man, and the rest of 2021?
Man, I'm still working this dip record. trying to get it into the hands of a lot of DJs, a lot of radio, and we preparing a new album to drop probably on the top of the year, January. If not, we got to push it back a little bit. It'll be about 2 weeks, but yeah, we dropping new projects and just keeping the ball rolling. I can't stop, man. Can't stop at all. It's more like it's a career for me, but I treat it like it's a job. So, I'm doing something. I'm always planning something behind the scenes, and I'll just drop it on y'all out of nowhere. You know.
So this the album Derek was talking about. He's like, ask you where his album at. He's talking about his album or your album.
Man, really what it was Derek. I was supposed to drop a project with him, and it was supposed to be this project, but I think we're gonna go ahead and do this one uh, by ourselves, and I give him something else. I got so much music, man. But yeah, that was what he was talking about. He's like, "Where my album at?" Shout out to Derek, man.
Yeah, he know how to put some stuff together, don't he?
Yeah, nah, Derek a fool, man. That's one thing. I used to be signed to Loud Music back in 2015, and Derek is a monster promoter, marketer, and he knows how to make some shit look real good and authentic. 100% of it's authentic. So he definitely has that record label. He's record label savvy. He got that shit down pat, like for real. And he knows how to put artists in the place they need to be. It's just artists gotta have that music, and that's why Timned and Fat is winning, because they coming with those records. Skyra Bliss, she's amazing. So yeah.
Yeah, fire. Shout out to Cody Blake too. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
man, my boy Cody. Yes, Cody Blake. Shout out to him, man. They got a new record out too, called Sneaky Link. Crazy.
Sneaky Link.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
crazy record. Make sure y'all check that out, man.
Oh, we tapped in, man. We tapped in,
For sure.
Houston ain't our biggest market for nothing, we
Hey, so I wanted to ask y'all, where y'all located at?
Right now, I'm in Huntsville, Alabama. Like right now, at
Oh,
this
okay.
second. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Oh,
in
okay. You,
South Carolina, but I'm about to be in
damn,
Texas soon.
I was just in South Carolina like a couple months ago. I was in Charleston. I was in
Okay,
Charleston.
I'm about
Yeah.
2.5 hours from Charleston.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Charleston, what that is, man. For sure. Y'all got some good ass seafood out
Yeah.
there. I know
Oh yeah, they love that shit
that.
down there, man. They really do. Yeah, I'm from South Carolina too, but I move around. You know what I'm saying? I just left the San Antonio area last month. Now I'm out here in Alabama doing what it do. But tapping
I'm
into
gonna be in the
different
Harker
markets.
Height areas. I'm gonna be in the Harker Height areas.
He gonna be in Harker.
Harker Heights.
Copper is cold.
Copper is cold, man.
Copper is gold.
That's boy, you talking country, you going way country that direction. Copper's cold, Harker Heights, Killeen already country. You just take away the military base, and you got a country, boy. Killeen and Tyler, if y'all ever been to Tyler, Texas, it's the
Yeah, I've
same
been to
stuff.
Tyler.
It's the same thing.
Hey,
Like
I
it
was
wasn't as bad as I thought it was when I went there though, Tyler. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
when
I
I
love
first
Tyler. That's usually where I get a lot of love at with my new music is Tyler, Texarkana, Odessa, El Paso, San Antonio too. So they rocking with a lot of the new shit that I got. Of course, Dallas too. So
when I
Houston, the only one that ain't on board. I gotta
when
get.
I
I don't go out to Houston like I used to. I used to live down there, but I don't go out to Houston like I'm supposed to. Let's say that.
when I first touched down in Killeen, I was telling my boy it reminded me of home so much, man.
You said what?
When I first visited Killeen, I was saying that how much it reminded me of home.
Yeah, Killeen. You can get very complacent in Killeen. It's like I said, it's the country, so you can really just get in chill mode and just stick and be stuck there for a long time, not do nothing, and you'll look up and be there about 3 or 4 years. Like
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
See, look, we
But
just talking
like
about
I
him.
said,
Look
I
who's
left
up
the
in here now.
huh.
Yeah.
I said we just talking about there. Look where he done came up in here
This
now.
nigga. What up, Derek?
Where my album at, man?
Yo, at
I,
this point, you harassing me, bro.
yes, I am. You were right. You were right. Y'all don't
Nah,
realize he signed a blank napkin, and I'm gonna fill out the terms at a later date. Uh,
yo,
I need my album, man. I need my album, man.
Hey, he
look,
came on
man.
here. That's the first thing he said. He said nothing else. He said, "Where my
Where
Nothing
my
else.
album
Where
album?
my
at?"
album at?
Yeah, man. And you already got the hat on. That wearing the hat is like signing a contract already.
Look,
Like you agreed to all the terms already just by wearing the
hey,
hat.
man. You lucky I ain't have my hair braided. I just grabbed the hat. I didn't know it was gonna be
Oh,
loud.
oh. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Protect those styles. He got to protect the styles, in, man. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Hey, but
yeah, yeah.
technically, this means that you owe me because I'm advertising your brand, and you know I ain't getting paid for this. So, yeah.
I mean, that's one way to look at it. That's one. Or you can say it's product placement and you're doing it for exposure.
Ah!
Either way it goes,
See,
man. We can do it either way.
look, man, that's why you don't argue with CEOs because I don't know none of that shit you just said.
Yeah, see.
He switched it around on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
trying to
mean,
play?
I don't want to interrupt y'all interview, man. I'm just, just jumping in, having fun, man. I'll sit back and watch from the sidelines, man.
Man, you're
We
not
appreciate you
interrupting.
though, man.
You are
For
you're
sure,
a
for sure.
legend in the making, and I'm gonna
Uh-oh.
give you your flowers now.
Y'all hear that? Y'all make sure y'all record this shit because when he started talking shit and he write a diss record about me, I want y'all to remember this. Rap niggas get in their feelings and
Bro,
write diss records in a heartbeat. So,
bro,
so
this records are so corny now. It's not even.
yeah, man. Yeah, when I end up on one of these gossip blogs and talk about they beefing, man, I want y'all to play this interview back and say, no, nigga, he was a legend in the making.
Ah!
You know?
Hey, it'll be okay. It'll be okay for
No,
sure.
but I will say this though, and this is no bullshit. And he's easily one of the absolute best writers I've ever encountered, man. This dude, like, it pisses me off, man, because and I can say this because we have a relationship, but it's like, dude, don't dumb your shit down for nobody. Step on their necks. Don't give them room to breathe. Don't ever feel like you got to write a record to recapture something from the past. Or niggas like club records, they love the low hanging fruit. And like, man, as a writer and as an artist, like I will put him bar for bar against anybody. I don't care who it is. It can be J. Cole, it can be Drake, it could be Kendrick. Bar for bar, when this dude is actually writing records, it's not. I don't know anybody that can mess with him, man. Here's the challenge though. I think the minute he understands that himself, it's lights out. It's scary. I don't even think he know how good he is, but that's just
Right.
my
For
two
sure.
cents.
Dropping
Hey,
gems right there.
Yeah.
Dropping
dropping
gems, man.
gems. We gotta get you up on here too, man. We're gonna set that up.
My
Hey man,
guy.
just let me know. I'm ready now. I got time now. I got some free moments. So just let me know. I'll invoice you later. I'll shoot you my cash app for that endorsement I just did. Uh, you know,
Yo,
yeah.
this is
And
this. Hey,
it's not recoupable.
I, I like dope shit, bro. This hat is fucking dope, man. Thank you.
Hey man, hey brother, I tried to. I mean, I don't know if y'all even noticed the sweatshirt too. Like, like it's not many people compete with this, man.
I
That's
got the
what
Nah,
shirt.
bro.
I got the. I think I bought a hoodie. Uh, yeah.
we
I got
appreciate it, man.
I got some loud attire. Y'all need some jeans next, nigga.
Yeah, I
Oh,
need
dang,
to.
man. Jeez, dang, man.
You got
God,
you gotta get
damn.
the joggers. Get some joggers.
Yeah, get
We
some
got
joggers,
joggers,
bro.
man. We got joggers, man. I got the joggers on that match the joy.
Ooh,
Yeah, we got the whole set, man. We got the
Say
whole
yeah.
less.
set.
Say less. I'm a shop.
Yeah,
I'm a shop. I got the t-shirt. I got the t-shirt at the press junket. I
Hey, I'm
pulled
dope,
gonna
it
have
dope.
up. I
to
I
know
get
you
the
saw
appreciate
it.
it.
joggers though, for real. I got the
Mm.
black loud joint, so like the one you got on. I got a black
Yeah,
Man,
one.
yeah.
I need
Yeah,
I
I
need
might
a
have to.
denim hat. I need a
Yeah.
denim hat. Y'all was out and I
Honestly,
went back to
man,
get it.
denim hats and red hats are the first to go
Yeah.
every single time. No matter, I can order 20 of them. I can order 50 of them, and they're always the first to go, man. So I'll try. you know,
Yeah.
I do my damnedest. I'm not complaining at all. I appreciate it, man. I think some of the dopest shit as ever is being out somewhere and seeing somebody wearing your hat, and it's like, holy fuck, I don't even know this person. This person don't know me, and they wearing it. So
Hmm.
it's super. It's a super cool feeling, man. But you know, like I say, let's y'all keep all the dope energy on Super, his project. Y'all convince him to stick with that walk out the bank and keep it running, and keep pushing, man. So I'm locked in. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna exit myself now, and I'll let y'all just keep doing your thing.
All right,
For
we'll send you
sure, for
that
My
sure.
info to get you
guy,
on.
Yes, sir.
I'm finna call you when we get out here.
All good.
Already. Shout out to Derek
Man,
Yeah.
McKinney. Shout out to Loud Music. You know,
shout out to
connected.
Loud,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
One
man.
of the very few people who believed in me first. That's why he has so much, good things to say because he's one of the very first people who believed in my pen game. I was finna say, because before Halle Berry, that's who I was. I was a lyricist. I was a lyrical rapper, and so yeah, you could. So when I made Halle Berry, I dumbed it down, and that's what he's talking about. He's saying you don't have to dumb it down anymore. You can be who you always wanted to be, and shine. You can still shine. You don't have to. And the thing about me is like I said, I'm a chameleon, and versatility has always been a gift for me. So I'm also one of the very few artists that can do a club record, turn around and do a J. Cole record, do a Logic record, do a Drake record, do a Wu Tang record. Um, just is I can adapt. I can adapt to anything, any style, any mood. I'll make a whole Wu Tang type album if you let me. Real shit. Give me about 3 or 4 months. I get all them type of beats,
Oh
all that
yeah.
all that
I,
flavor. I'll soak it up.
I
All
saw
I
you
need.
cooking up some shit yesterday. Like you was asking what is this sample from? I like I know what that is.
Yeah, that was the Fugees. The Fugees. I'm
hmm
a big fan of that. Because
That
people
la la
ask
la.
me, yeah,
Yeah.
people ask me what's my influence or who the artist that influenced me, and I always tell them, this is gonna be a weird answer, but I'm influenced by songs. I was never influenced by artists. So it could be Maroon 5, it could be Marvin Gaye, it could be Barry White, it could be Anita Baker, Mary J. Blige, it could be 50 Cent, it could be Eminem, it could be Jay Z, it could be some Music Soul Child, Jasmine Sullivan. It doesn't matter. It's a wide range. It could even be some techno music or um, Teddy Riley. It doesn't matter. If it's a song that touches me, and I feel it, I can make it. I'm always like, if you go down my playlist, I'm always listening to music. I only listen to songs that I feel like I would make myself. Even if
Facts.
it's a Pharrell song, it don't matter if it's a like I said, I can name somebody wide range. It's just my range is so far away. I even said that on my new album. I got too much range to fit it inside a Rover, and that just meant so much to me because a Range Rover is shaped like a box, and I'm kind of like saying like I can't be put in a box, and of course the whole Range Rover bar. So yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at with it, man. I learned music because my dad played so much music growing up, bro. And it would be those Saturday mornings where we'd be cleaning up and he would just blast music. from rap, R&B, soul, pop, and I was just. He thought I was cleaning up, but I was dancing to the shit while while I was dusting the furniture. You know what I'm saying? So, but I was soaking it in. And those were around those 10, 11, 12-year-old years when I was just beginning to write. So, yeah, I also write movie scripts as well. So, that's where the songs come from. Being able to write songs is a story. You're being able to write a story from top to bottom. So, well,
Shows. So
yeah.
we gonna see a super production soon. You know what I'm saying? A movie, music
Shit.
by you and all, man. Look, you got the whole.
I
You got
got
the
some
score
shit.
and everything. You scoring the movie and
Yeah.
everything.
Look, man, I told you, like, if I do a documentary on Halle Berry, it's some shit that's gonna blow your fucking mind, bro. It's so much shit that happened, and there's so many people I ran into. Like, I got a story when I first met, um, when I first went to New York. And this I'm gonna tell y'all a short story. I first went to New York to, do the ASCAP. No, it was the weekend of the ASCAP and the BET Awards '09. This is the same weekend that Michael Jackson died. I just so happened to be in the record label building that he built. It was used to be ABC Records. It turned into I think I forgot what it called. I want not Universal, but it was something else. It had Jive, and I was up in the office when he passed. When it read across the screen that he had passed away, or he was being rushed to the hospital, or whichever. The whole helicopter thing, and it was crazy because that same weekend, that was when Jamie Foxx was hosting the BET Awards, and I walked in the building and I was going to meet Memphis Hits. And as I'm going to meet Memphis Hits in his office, I see this girl sitting up on the counter. She had dark shades on. I still remember what color shirt she was wearing. She was wearing an orange shirt and some black pants. And she handed me her CD, because it was like a promo of her new single and it was featuring Trina. And come to find out that girl was K Michelle. She was actually sitting chilling, like, like I said, she had some dark shades on. I didn't know who the fuck she was. She told me her name was K Michelle. I met her, whoop de woo, and then I went on about my business. And to see, and then later, years later, to see her, what she became was mind blowing because I was like, wow. I don't think I was that was I think her first time in New York as well. So I honestly believe that I was the very first person outside of New York, because we were both outsiders, to meet her. Uh, Coming into that office, and it was just so crazy, man. That same weekend, I met Nicki Minaj when she was coming up. She was doing I don't remember. I don't know if y'all remember that show, The Deal, that Memphis had on BET, where the
Hell
artists
no.
would. It was kind of like Rap City, but the artists would come and they would, do interviews and then they would spit some bars. And yeah, I met her that weekend. This is when she was just coming out, and then we flew to LA to do the whole shit at the BET Awards. So yeah, man, I was like, I think about times like that, man. I just be like, yo, like I would have a dope ass fucking documentary. Is this shit is just so fun. It's so many different layers. There's so many people involved. So many people involved. So many situations that people will be like, nah, that can't be true. Nah, that's nah, like damn, really? And even from the red carpet at the BET Awards, I met everybody, Trey Songz, Rick Ross, and these were all people who had just came out. Like they was just getting hot. They were Rick Ross wasn't even he was still fat. Like he wasn't even Rick Ross that he is today. Like as far as, how big he is. I was basically bigger than Rick Ross. My record was. So to see these people today and it's like, damn, I'd be thinking, I'm like, I need a fucking documentary. So we working on it. We actually trying to put some stuff together. Um, but yeah, man, that was a crazy story, bro. Crazy weekend too. Crazy weekend.
Yeah,
So
that'd be fire documentary, and then you get other people on there telling their perspective on things of what happened with
yeah,
this and that. Like that should be fire for real, for real. I'm looking forward to that finished
yeah,
product for sure, for sure.
definitely.
Sure.
Big facts, man. This was a dope interview. I watched a couple of your interviews like last night, but you talked about some stuff I didn't hear you talk about, and we definitely appreciate you bringing up some stuff we haven't heard yet for sure.
Slick
Yeah,
facts, slick facts.
I think I try to do that every interview. I try to kind of give people a piece of something that I either forgot to say or didn't say. Because there's a portion in my life that was spent in Houston that I rarely talk about. I spent 6 years in Houston after my career had came and gone, and that period was a real tough time for me. I dealt with suicide. I dealt with uh, just a lot of young issues as a young man. I had just had my daughter. I was struggling. I was broke. I didn't have a pot to piss in and when to throw it out of. And coming from being 22 years old, coming from having a lot of money to having nothing immediately, that's a process that it's like a PTSD issue you just kind of deal with because you're young. You don't really understand why the world loves you at one point and now they don't love you anymore. Like millions of fans. And I had to learn along the way, and Houston helped me learn that because Houston was really the first city that showed me that tough love. They showed me what the game was about. Like they didn't give a fuck about your sad story. And then them being in Houston, Halle Berry didn't even blow up in Houston until later. It was a Dallas record, so it was kind of like they was giving me that tough love. So I couldn't really push music at that time out there like I wanted to, but I did. And it's just a part of my life that I rarely highlight and I rarely talk about because it was some dark days. It was a lot of dark days. I was trying to find myself. You know, I didn't get to finish college because I was touring, and I worked with my professors a lot, and they was trying to help me, but I just couldn't do it. So I didn't have a degree, and so I had hit super rock bottom personally. Um, I had to work and get a job, and it was this one time I was at work. I was working at the Houston Zoo, and I was a ticket scanner. I was scanning the tickets in the front, and one of my fans came through and had noticed me from a show a while back, and she was like, "Aren't you the guy that does the Halle Berry song? What are you doing working here?" And her whole family looked at me, like it was like 30 of them.
Dang.
They was coming to the zoo that day. As I don't know, and they all looked at me and was like, "Really? That's the guy? Whoa." Whoa, whoa, that's bad. That's crazy. That's crazy. They couldn't believe it. They couldn't really believe that I'm the guy that made that song. He probably just went off on the radio, and here I am working at the zoo. So, it was a sad day in my life at that moment. I really, that's I think when I contemplated the suicidal aspect, which I didn't think lived in me, but humiliation and embarrassment and without God in your life will drive you to those thoughts and crazy beliefs that you don't belong anymore. So, but
So
yeah, it's definitely something that I rarely talk about, but here we are.
hey, we talk about all type of things on here, like even
Facts, man.
real shit. We talk about real shit on here because we
Talk
real
about the
people.
real
We real
Mm-hmm.
just like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? We human out here.
facts.
How did you overcome that hump in your life?
Uh, I had to find him, man. I had to find God. I had to find him, find him, find him. You know, I didn't start praying a lot till maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, but I really started having, strong beliefs again and getting back into the church after I had, went through a lot of that shit. And what I had to grow. I had to grow, man. It's growth, And then a lot of people in the industry helped me out. I had a guy who came in, my boy Jay Chat. Shout out to him. He came in and he kind of helped me out. He helped me out mentally. He helped me out. He became my role manager, and he helped me out through a lot of the stuff I was going through because, like I said, I also want to add, I negotiated to get out of my contract. I was locked in on my lunch break at that job, so I was on the phone with lawyers, going back and forth from my post to to the break room, negotiating my contract so I can get out of one contract. I had to get in a publishing contract to get out of the one I was locked in. And half of my advance from the publishing contract went to the guys I was locked in. So that was another crazy situation, but I got out and I was free. And I was doing that all on my lunch break and shit. And so, but my boy Jay Chat, he really helped me psychologically, and he helped me, get through a lot of the pain. And he basically taught me that I needed to find God. I needed to pray about it and just keep working hard. So he got me through. He manifested me through the streets of Houston. He knew the streets a little bit better than I did. So I think what helped me was him, and I needed to help myself. And I had a daughter at that time, so my daughter played a part. And it was just, I had to realize it was more about the people who wanted to help me and the people who were in my life more than just myself. I had to stop being a little bit selfish at that time. And once I did that, man, I came out of that shell, but I was still in the hole. I was still in a position where I needed to win. And that didn't come till literally, literally walk out the bank. So we're talking, 6 or 7 years of being a struggling artist. And like I told you before, it's one thing to be a struggling artist, but it's another thing to be a struggling artist coming from being a popping artist. That second time, it just seems like they just do not want to give it to you. They don't want to give it to you. So you really got to work double. You got to work harder than the niggas working hard. So yeah, that's pretty much what got me out of that situation. A lot of prayer, trying to find myself, getting back in the church, and then just getting that focus back in music. It wasn't drugs. It wasn't for me. It was females, and just the lack of not having money like I used to, and not being able to take care of people like I used to. All those things played a part in my mental, and it was fucking me up. I was so immature. On top of that, I was cheating on my girl crazy amount of times because I was seeking validation from other women because that's what I was used to. So it was a lot, bro. It was a lot. And then, you have to sit back and you gotta watch your opponents win. So my opponents at that time was my ex-manager. He was now managing Kurt Bangs, who was one of the hottest artists in the game at that time. Dero, who we had odds with, he was hot in the game at that time. Um, the producers that I was locked in a contract, they had an opportunity in the game that time. So everybody who I had an issue with was winning but me. So I had to sit through that as well. So, being a strong minded person, that's something God blessed me with, you know, after, my little spaz a little bit. So once I gained that strength, man, there was nothing that could stop me. Nothing that could stop me.
Yeah, it's only up from here, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be walking out the bank. You're gonna be walking out the bank.
Yeah, man.
Again.
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Facts.
it's a true blessing, bro. You just gotta stick with it. a lot of niggas be asking me, man, how the fuck did you get through that shit? You know, and I laugh because it's like I start getting a flashback. You know how movies do that, choo, 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 and it just start flashing back, and I'm just like, I don't even know, bro. I tell them just pray. You know, I pray. I use prayer. I put it all in God's hands, man. Let go and let God for real. You know, you ain't got to be ashamed. I cuss, smoke, you know, fucking do everything. I sin. Lord knows I sin.
A little bit of
But
the
I
five
look,
kings, you
yeah,
know.
but one thing that I keep getting blessed for is because I'm not ashamed to talk about how good he is, you know, and he knows that, and that's all he wants you to do. You know, you ain't gotta be, you be the hardest thug walking around with a pistol on you, but if you constantly talking about how God is good, he gonna keep you here. He gonna keep you here for longer than you think. So, you know,
Sure.
he want that free promo too. So that's all it is. Yeah. He just I told my
Boy,
daughter
stupid.
I told my daughter today, I was like, God just wanna be your friend, man. That's all. He just want to be cool with you. So, you know, and she got it. She could tell. She looked up. She's like, "Oh yeah." So yeah, man. I'm sorry to preach to y'all tonight, man.
Oh no, man,
Hey,
it's good, man. Hey,
yeah, we like it all on here, man. For sure, man.
big
That
facts.
was good. This is great content right here. This is real authentic. This every episode is authentic like this, but this one is even more authentic than the other ones. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like I
But
say,
then
I try.
the other one's authentic too, though. So that's crazy.
Yeah, I try to give y'all some, man. I try to give y'all something to work with, B.
Hey, for sure, man. Hey, we appreciate you again, man. You got any close? You know, we gotta do this or that though. We gotta do a little this or that real quick. So
Oh,
let's
okay,
get it.
yeah.
Uh this or that. Vocals or production?
Production,
Production.
production, production is the heartbeat. The bass is the heartbeat of the record. So, without a heartbeat, you ain't got nothing.
Sampling or from like making it from scratch.
Damn. Damn. Oh man, I love both, but I'm gonna go with sampling. I'm gonna go with
Sampling.
sampling because I love to respect the craft that came before me, but I just also know a sample record just sounds so beautiful. Oh my gosh! But then again, so I'm gonna go with sampling next.
Dallas or Houston?
Hey, I'm gonna say Dallas. I'm gonna say Dallas. I love Houston though. I love Houston. You know, Houston grew me. It made me grow up fast, but I I picked Dallas.
Okay, you didn't hesitate. I thought it was gonna be a little harder for you, but you didn't hesitate.
Mm,
I
Ain't
forget.
nah.
hesitate.
Uh, I don't. We be thinking about
Yeah.
this stuff off the top of our head, so you know that's about all I got with this or that. Unless y'all got some.
Yeah, man. I like I said, bro. I just you know, closing remarks though, man. You know, I just want to say thank y'all for taking the time to be interested in what I got going. Look, somebody grilling me in the comments now. It's talking about stop playing. H Town,
That's
hey,
Mrs. Wilson in the comments.
Mrs.
Yeah.
But nah, like just really much want to say thank y'all, man, and to the other artists out there, because I know it's a lot of artists that go through shit, and it may not even be music shit. It may be personal shit, man. Um, just find God, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Because the moment I did, that's when Walk Out the Bank came. That's when this came. That's when that came. That's when the money came back the way, not where it used to be, but it came back a little bit. I'm doing pretty fine for myself now. So, but it's just, you just use the easiest route out of that, hole is finding God, man, and getting your life right with Christ, bro. It's nothing to be ashamed about, and everything else will work, for you full circle. anything that you got planned, um, it'll work out fine. The music part, anything. I think just also as far as the music part, I think a lot of artists who listen to this need to be a little bit more authentic and just try to come with some shit that you can make last for 20, 30 years instead of some shit that it's gonna last a couple of months or a couple of years. So
Big facts.
try to be in it for the
Longevity.
long haul. My
Time to assist.
brother,
Okay. We got Fat in the building. Fat Pimp, what's going on with you, fam?
my
Hey, what's good?
brother, man.
Hey, we
Coach?
just saying this young man was saying great things about you today, man. He was saying how you was with him from day one, never left him, stayed by his side the whole time, man. That's respect right there.
That's my brother. No, that's not that. We don't use that word lightly, man. That's my brother, man. My Capricorn brother. All
Yeah,
that. My son love him like an uncle, man.
yeah, little man.
Yeah,
Where he at?
He sleep, bro.
Like he's supposed to be.
Oh, man. What y'all
yeah.
talking about, though, man?
We was giving him a
Hold on.
dope interview. He was opening up about a lot of things, how he overcame, the things he went through, and how he got to where he's at today, man. It's like
Right.
he's speaking some real shit on here, for real, for real.
Man,
Big
Yeah.
facts.
the boy got a story. He don't really tell everybody everything, man, but he got a hell of a story, man.
I was
Yeah,
just I
yeah.
was just telling them that. I just don't be talking about it, bro. I don't even. I like to just come with the reason why I'm here in the first place, which is the music. You
Right.
know, I even see a lot of artists doing it today. They try to and cop out and try to get on social media and think social media gonna save them, but nah, man. Like the whole Danny Lay thing, like the best thing that you could do right now, shorty, is getting what got you into this shit, which is the music.
Music.
You start paying attention to that music, and people will forget all this shit that just happened on social media with you. You got to stay focused on what got you here, and that's
Facts.
pretty much me. I hate trying to sell. I feel like it's a sob story now, so I don't really talk about it. I be wanting to let these niggas know, what my music sound like versus
Right.
versus my story. But I think people really be interested in the story too, so I have to share.
It's a part of you, man. It's like the music is an extension of you, and you know what I'm saying. Your story is an extension of you. So sometimes people want to see the whole picture. You feel me?
Right.
So don't never be ashamed of your story. Don't feel like it's a sob story, because at the end of the day, you could be teaching somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying. You could be giving somebody guidance through what you've been through.
Yeah.
So,
For sure.
Yeah, yeah. Your damn story might be motivation for others that's going through the same thing. It might be
Facts.
somebody watching this that's going through some of the things you went through. You never know who's watching. You I always say that because we never know who's watching us.
Yeah.
So it's like it's real out here.
Facts.
Yeah. Nah, that's real. And like I said, this guy right here, man. When I tell you, Fat, he never gave up on me. The nigga be he was when he was the hottest artist in Dallas. He's always there. When he not the hottest artist in Dallas, he always there. And he done did that 3 or 4 times. So it's coming again. You just wait on it. Fat one of them artists where he's gonna go. If he go down, you better believe that nigga coming back up. So stay with him. Stay on his side because nigga ain't going nowhere. He a legend, and
thank you, bro.
it means. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give you your flowers too. Derek was just on here. I'm gonna give you your flowers too, because nigga, like, you really want to be honest. This nigga is the hottest artist to ever come out of Dallas, Texas. I don't care how big the other guys got. That doesn't. The bigger the artist doesn't mean the better. It does not
Facts.
mean the better. Just situations happen differently. Mostly
Right.
it's just situations that work out. But when you go to them streets and you ask, when we in New York or we in Atlanta, Florida, what the first names any record label CEO, they always say Fat Pimp. Who out there in Dallas? Y'all got a Fat Pimp and and then they're like, I used to be like, wow, really? And he didn't even realize how big he was. And I'd be like, no, nigga, you don't understand. When I leave Texas and I mention Dallas, your name is the very first name that comes up. Now, today, of course, we get, the Yellow Beezy and Trap Boy Freddy's and the, Ty Harris. You get those niggas. But when I was going to New York in like 2012, 2013, 2010, Fat Pimp, Fat Pimp, Fat Pimp. That was the very first name. So, and he didn't know that. So it was kind of like, I had to let him know. And when you let people know that, you give them a boost. And you don't even know it. And them niggas probably come up with some shit and, manifest their dreams into a whole different caliber. So,
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Take them even to the next higher level. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Big
Thank
facts,
you, bro.
man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, everybody
Look,
deserve your flowers.
man. I just hopped on, man, just to show my love, bro. I'm actually folding clothes, man. I'm trying to be cool as hell right now, man. I'm over here folding clothes, bro.
Man, look. I just finished washing clothes. What you talking about?
Yeah, look, I learned. My daddy taught me something growing up. He said, man, wash the clothes, fold the clothes, hang them up, everything the same day. Because if you don't, that shit start piling up, bro.
A
Man, that
bunch of
shit ain't
clean
no lie.
clothes.
It ain't no lie. For
And
real.
I got 2 kids, man, a 10-year-old and about to be 3-year-old. So it's night and day, man. It's
Right.
always some clothes to wash.
Yeah.
Facts.
Hey,
So, man, but look, man, we're gonna have to get us an interview in real soon too, bro.
I'll send you that link. Don't worry, we got
Yeah,
For
y'all
sure.
gotta
Hey,
interview this nigga
so
next.
man, y'all have a blessed week. Super. I'll talk to you tomorrow, bro.
All right, bro.
All right, bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you. For sure.
Yeah.
Hey man, Super, you bringing all the talent on the 1409 tonight, man. You a legend out here.
Man, look, I can tell you, I just be, I fuck with niggas that really believe in me, and I believe in them. Uh, Look, the director who did the Dip video just signed on. Shout out to my boy Dominic.
Shout
I
out,
don't,
shout out
Oh,
Dominic.
look,
Down Visuals. I did see that.
yeah, Dom Vision.
Yeah.
I don't, and here I've known this nigga for like 4 or 5 years. I still don't know if his name is Dominic or Dominique. I didn't get a
Dom.
nigga name. I'm still getting the nigga name wrong. I love you, bro. That's my nigga though, man. But yeah, he's a monster videographer too. He's just some niggas just don't get they just due. He's one of them niggas, man. He's probably the best videographer in Dallas besides oh boy, I forgot his name. Shit. What's his name? Half Pint. My
It's
nigga
a
Half
half
Pint.
pipe for you.
Yeah. So but yeah, man.
Man,
I like I said, I appreciate y'all, bro. Everything just paying attention to me. Like I don't be, asking for much. But when a nigga wanna, interview me, I'm gonna give him an interview. And I'm one of them niggas where I don't be trying to be a star in my interviews. I be trying to
Facts.
have an interview like I'm talking like we talking on the phone, like it's personal with me. So, for sure.
big facts, man. We appreciate you coming through. You know we're gonna stay tapped in and everything like that. Big facts.
Yeah, definitely. I'm still trying to see there's people joining this whole. Damn.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
make sure y'all
We can
follow me though. Everybody joining. Make sure y'all follow me. Official SVPA. I'm gonna put it in the comments right now.
We got a pin
yeah.
right there, bro. We got a
Yeah, we
pin.
got
Oh
a
shit,
pin.
yeah, it is.
See it
Hold
right
on,
Yeah.
there?
That shit was
Yeah.
paying the whole time, so you should have some follows off of it.
man.
And
You know who's trying to follow. They'll follow me now and then. They'll take that shit off or something later on.
oh
I ain't
no,
gonna
you
I'm
lie.
gotta
trying
have that. You gotta have that app.
to.
Look, I be doing that shit sometimes too. Let me shut up.
Yeah, but we ain't gonna hold you, man. This is a dope interview. This is gonna stay up here. We're gonna put it on YouTube as well. So man, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It'll be on our YouTube as well.
All right, cool. Y'all gonna edit out the shit where we kept cutting, right?
Yeah, we can make that happen. Ain't no
I
For
problem.
mean, it don't
sure.
even matter if you do. I'm shit. I
It's
got
easy
it.
to do that. You can do it on YouTube. It's just going. I just gotta find it. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it
I'm
was a
trying
pleasure, bro.
to
What you
uh
back there cooking up? What's good? I hear
nah
something.
nah nah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Nuts.
Make sure y'all go watch the video, man, on YouTube right now. Super Dip. Run it up.
Run it
Yeah,
up.
watch the video. Watch the video. Definitely.
Watch the video. Go on Spotify. Get the streams up. We at 800,000 streams right now. So hopefully we can get to 1 million and get that plaque. I need that. I need a plaque, man. I'm still trying to work on getting my plaque for Halle Berry too. So them plaques mean everything to me. That's like a diploma in the music industry. So
Thanks.
Big facts. Hey Draco, we see your comment. We haven't done music reviews yet, but we definitely gonna start doing them. But I was on the live when they did yours. Wrong place at the wrong time. That shit is fire. Just know you never know who's watching you. We watching you already, fam. So now when we start doing some reviews, we definitely gonna tap in with you. But you can send it to our email too. We'll play it on our podcast. info@1409podcast.com. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get it, go to our profile. It's the email on our profile. Hit the contact button. You'll find it on there. Anybody else that want to send music to us, we can play it on our podcast on YouTube, live on YouTube. You know what I'm saying?
I see that boy. I see that boy Dallas. I see Chuck just chimed in. Chuck was shout out to Chuck, man. Chuck was with us early in the days when me and DeRoe was just on Halle Berry. He was like the DeRoe's right hand manager. He was helping us out a lot, push that record too. Shout out Chuck, man. I ain't seen that nigga in years.
Hey, shout out to him, man, for sure. I might go ahead and get to this dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, look, I ate Blaze Pizza. Y'all know what Blaze Pizza is?
Nah.
Well, that shit, it's like a Subway but pizza. So you can build your own pizza and shit, and then they got different kind of pizzas already, but you basically build your own pizza like a Subway. You go down the line and they make your shit in front of you and all kind of shit, and then they fire grill that shit. Shit good as fuck, bro. I'm just putting y'all on it. They need to give me some money for advertising for their ass.
So it's called Blades?
Blaze, BLAZE, pizza.
Blaze. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but let me get out of here. I got some more slices. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna go eat. Hey man, I appreciate y'all. 1409. Let me know when it drop on YouTube. I'm gonna put this shit on my page, and we rocking out, bro.
Big facts. Appreciate you, man.
All right, man.
All right.
Yeah.
Peace out.
Peace. All right, that was the interview live with Super. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tap in with Super official SVPA on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know where y'all can find us. Everything 1409 podcast on all platforms. If you want to send us music, info@1409podcast.com. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you send an MP3 or an MP4. Don't send nothing else. You can send an M4A too. M4A. That'll work too. But preferably MP3 or MP4. For sure. But you got anything, Guala?
Nah, man. They know where to find us.
Already. It's the 1409 podcast, and we out.
Peace.